Today we have someone seriously badass joining us. He's worked in more than 100 TV series and films, and some of the stars that he's worked with include Zac Efron, Jessica Alba, and Jackie Chan.
Najmeddin Scorpion.
And 3, 2, 1, action.
I knew about tech, that is switch.
Everybody, this is Najmeddin Scorpion. I'm stunt coordinator and fight choreographer on the show. I'm also lead villain.
Money for taste, don't need one thing better.
And my country proud.
You're gonna embarrass your country, and I'm gonna make it happen. You wanna watch me do it? I'll do it right now.
Take us back to your beginnings.
You went from being a world champion fighter to becoming a stuntman. What was the bridge?
I studied film in Canada. At the same time, I was a professional fighter, fighting in Thailand, fighting in Korea, fighting in Japan. I learned parkour and stunts on the streets in Sharjah. And at the same time, I was a bad boy.
You literally started at 1 day old. What is the end goal of a stuntman?
I would love to be burning and falling at the same time. The Academy Awards are giving Oscars to the best stunt design.
You still kicked with a broken foot.
I got no fear.
There's no way that you can be this passionate about something and it not being linked in your personal life.
You're not, as I said, not just a stuntman, but you're a teacher as well, and an amazing one.
The current ruler of UAE used to be my father's student as well.
When did that passion start, and how did you know that this is what you wanted to do?
Fear is a very strong weapon. Nobody is gonna pick you up. You gotta manifest this and manifest that. How is the world gonna get bent out of shape if I leave it?
Oof. What's the craziest stunt that you've ever done?
Stunt. I got slammed against the wall 100 million times. I was burned.
How many broken bones do you have?
Oh, I broke 3 of my backbones. I've been hit by a car.
In real life?
Well, in real, yeah.
I'm scared of you, Nat.
Jackie Chan, on the other hand, he's the king.
What
Wow.
was the switch?
Fame is a joke. I want to basically find what no one found in me before. Being a stunt is being able to do what the other person can't do.
Your pure passion. Hello and welcome back to Two Tells One Take. Today we have someone seriously badass joining us. He's worked in more than 100 TV series and films, and some of the stars that he's worked with include Zac Efron, Jessica Alba, and Jackie Chan.
Today we're joined by Najmeddin Scorpion. Oh my god, I am so excited for today's episode. We've been doing stunt classes with you, so we know each other. Now it's time for everyone else to know what stunts are really about.
Wow, it's so nice to have me here. Thank you so much. It's so good to be here. I'm so excited about what we're going to talk about. You say we're going to talk about stunts, so I'm definitely down for it.
I'm so excited. So usually we start any episode with a guest with a nice game, so that we break the ice. We don't need an icebreaker with you, but now خلاص said it you
Cool.
will.
All right, let's do it.
So this game is called This or That. Do you want to explain it?
Yeah, so this game is called This or That. There's gonna be 2 things, mostly related to stunts, and you have to choose either one or the other one and explain a little bit why.
Okay.
It's very simple.
As much as you can explain.
Yeah.
Which one is it going to be? Pick this one.
Read it out loud.
Jackie Chan or Tom Cruise? So, who would I work with and why?
Generally,
Yeah.
what do you think is better at stunts? Generally, as a star and as an action star.
Honestly, I mean, they've both done an incredible job. Both of them were amazing. I mean, the things that Tom Cruise has accomplished, and he's not like a kung fu fighter or anything like that, but he's done every kind of stunt there is in the world. Jackie Chan, on the other hand, he's the king.
Yeah.
I mean, I worked with him for almost a year, and I learned so much from him. I mean, the guy is hands-on everything. He comes into set. You see the director sitting there. You'd see, the stunts are over there, the extras are over there, crew's over there, and he'll just come into the set. We have the choreography ready and built and everything, and he'd come into set and he'd be like, show me the choreography. So we just start doing like, no.
Does he speak any English?
Yeah, he does.
He speaks a little bit of
He does,
English.
yeah.
Okay.
He pushes Alan off. Alan was the stunt coordinator on the show that at the time, the film.
What was the film called?
That's Kung Fu Yoga.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. And he pushes him out of the way, and then he tells me, do this. We do the choreography. He choreographs on the spot.
Wow.
And then he just steps back, looks around, and then he does that.
Ooh.
And he walks away. And then 2 seconds later, you'll see the entire crew coming in, setting up the camera and everything right where he decided that that's the shot, that's where it's going to be.
Wow.
Wow.
Then after that, he goes back up to the crew, tells everyone what to do, what not to do, the operators, how to operate that bit. Then he goes back all the way to the extras, talks to them, grabs them by hand, one by one, The guy is incredible.
He's amazing.
He's amazing, and nothing stops him. He has an answer to everything.
Wow.
Any question. But that's the goal of every stunt coordinator, action director on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about just designing choreography, designing action sequences. It's about how to design them, how to find the solution.
Yeah.
Stunt coordinator is always about a solution. We want this girl to fly from here and there. The
Yeah.
director is not going to tell you how he's going to. That's your job. A stunt coordinator, he's going to be like, find me the solution of how we're going to film this from here to there. And you, a stunt coordinator, not only are you going to suggest the rigging, but you're also going to sit down with the editor to talk about how, what background is going to be. You'll talk to the
Makeup artists as well to understand.
Well, but with stunt coordinate, with the makeup artists, normally when there's a fight scene or there's a hit, that's when we talk to them. But mostly it's visual effects. And I want to know, for example, the set sometimes is bright, so I'll get a black, dark rope so that we can easily brush it out. Because
Wow.
you know what I mean? So I've got to sit down with visual effects when it comes to something like that. And I come up with a solution of how to deliver the script, the idea and the vision of the director through the stunt coordinator, through the stunts.
Wow.
So the job of the stunt coordinator is to really deliver. It's like you guys are actresses, God bless you. I've seen your work, incredible work. I've seen some of your work, also some more today. I mean, it takes you a lot of energy to get into that character, to more than me about this, and when it comes to stunts, they've got to act it out with their bodies as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a different challenge.
It's so difficult.
Yeah. So I've got to find a way that how am I going to get this scene done with the girl flying from here to there, maybe kicking someone on the way. Let's just add that so that we can have a little kick somewhere, right? From start to finish. And I've got to make it look as realistic as possible. And that's not really how it works because in film she's flying, so that's not really realistic, but you got to make it realistic. And we've got to think of safety over everything. How many riggers I need on this job? What's the rigging points that I've got with the kick that it's going to hit her in the face? Are we going to film it, the typical over the shoulder that everyone around the world does? Or are we going to go modern filming with that? Modern filming, you don't see on this side of the world yet, but it's beginning to actually happen slowly, and I've been trying to give it a push, which is modern filming, where we don't use the 24 frames fight scenes much anymore. Now we're going 50 frames so that we can, and the actors need to act more than to actually do fast, hard hits where they're dying and doing it 20,
So
30
overly
times in a
dramatic,
row. You know what I'm saying? Modern filming makes you artistic because before that, right, when I started, I learned parkour and stunts on the streets in Sharjah. We used to
That's
dance.
amazing.
I swear to God, I used to dance break dancing. So I used to do all those windmills and stuff, and I'd start practicing my stunts in parking lots, and then the cops would come, and we'd have to run away because it's illegal.
Oh my God.
No
Yeah,
way.
it was not allowed at the time.
Wait, dancing wasn't allowed?
Breakdancing.
Activities.
Breakdancing wasn't
Guys
allowed.
hanging around the middle of Sharjah in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
What year
doing-
was that?
Oh, the 90s.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'll turn 44 this year. So, I've been here, I was born and raised in Dubai, so I've been here since in 1981. So I've seen how Dubai is, from zero to hero kind of thing.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And the stunts is what I want to get to as well. But this is how we started. We used to dance on the street, and when we see the cops, we're running. And then we had to get so much Vaseline because I swear, because our backs would be torn apart. Torn. I could once almost touch my bone in my
You're
blade,
joking.
my backbone, my blade, my shoulder blade, because I was doing that windmill over and over. I wanted to learn it. I was desperate to learn it. And you know what? Yeah, my father had a karate center. Yeah, but back then,
Did he?
Wait, we didn't know that.
I didn't know
We-
that.
well, he's the first karate instructor in the United Arab Emirates.
Wait,
since
repeat that.
1975.
He's the first?
Karate instructor in the Middle East, in the United Arab Emirates.
How did I
since
not know that?
1975. The current ruler of UAE used to be my father's student as well. I used to train with him. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And
Take us back to your beginnings. I want to know because like now you just
Blew our mind.
blew our mind with
Oh, wow.
information about
Okay.
your childhood. You said you did parkour. You said your dad owned a karate center. You said you
Yeah.
did breakdancing, and
Yeah.
now you're a stunt coordinator. You're an
And I-
actor as well, not
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
stunt coordinator.
And
Yeah.
I feel like you have so much passion just by like hearing you speak.
Yeah.
I want to understand also, when did that passion start and how did you know that this is what you wanted to do?
Wow.
Take us back to the beginning.
I'll try and make it as quick as possible
Yeah.
because
Take your
honestly,
time.
I mean, to be honest, because I have many different lives that I live at the same time.
Wow.
You know, I graduated from AUS with a 93% honored student, graphic designer. But I studied film in Canada. At the same time, I was a professional fighter, fighting in Thailand, fighting in Korea, fighting in Japan. And at the same time, I was a bad boy. And I just so that everybody's watching this, I want to say this. If I said I used to be a bad boy and I got better, I got lucky. A lot of brothers out there never made it. They never made it to that moment in their life where they have a second chance at getting better. So don't go around and you know, maybe give people false hope that you could be a bad boy and it's okay. When you're a little bit older, you can repent and you could be a better
Yeah.
person and stuff like that. A
No.
lot of my friends, a lot of my brothers never got that opportunity. So don't take me as your example,
No.
but take my words right now. You want to do better about yourself, you do it right now. You don't better yourself in time, you don't change in time. You disconnect yourself from your current self that you don't like. You build a new you that you like, and you instantly get yourself into that and you move forward in your life. No chances on, oh, I want to get better and I'm trying, I can't. Get yourself out of it, man. Buy that suit if you think that's the man that you want to be. Buy that suit, put it on now. If you think you're the kind of person who, hygiene and showers and fixes his hair and wears a nice, you don't got to be rich. You don't have to have money. You could wear a nice, just regular pants and a regular t-shirt and look presentable. When you're clean, when your posture is upright, when you talk like a man, like a warrior with your mindset, you know what? You can instantly remove yourself from that and get into someone new
Yes.
and start living like that. You
Wow.
know what? The people that will go around and tell you, oh, you got to manifest this and manifest that. Well, let me tell you something. The reality is
Yeah.
that's just a trend and just
Yeah.
something you're following on a very narrow, shallow, nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta, what we were saying earlier today,
Yeah.
is that I live in this moment. This moment. Why do I gotta worry about what's happened? How am I gonna know where I'm gonna be tomorrow? How am I gonna know if I'm gonna still have my heart pumping in the next 5 minutes? What's the guarantee, right?
Wow.
I am nothing, man. Nothing. 110 billion people died since this earth was made. 110 billion people. How is the world gonna get bent out of shape if I leave it?
Oof.
But let me tell you something. I leave it not with a legacy, not with good memories. No. I leave it knowing I did the best I can.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had an opportunity. I took it.
I love that.
A lot of people never had that. So don't ever think that you might have an opportunity to better yourself tomorrow.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Thank you.
What
Wow.
was the switch for you? What was the moment? How old were you?
Yeah.
'Cause-
What happened in
'cause-
your
5 minutes
life?
ago. No, I'm joking.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Last night I just, woke up in the middle and just binge eating and using the toilet all the time. No, I'm joking. So,
Did something happen specifically for you to say, okay, now this is the
It
moment?
takes a lot of
Yeah.
courage to change your life.
I mean, you've just gotta make it happen. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. But what was your switch? What happened that slapped you in the face and you went like, there's
I'm
no
done?
way. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no way. I'm done being a bad boy. I'm done with that.
Hey, but it can't be that one thing.
Yeah, it's accumulation of things over and over
Yeah.
happening.
But when the accumulation is on your heart and on your mind and on your back, breaking your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Nobody is gonna pick you up.
Except for yourself.
Nobody. Yeah. Nobody. And that's the thing I always say to people. When you make it, and you get some cash and you get some fame and the world's looking at you like, oh, when I grow up, I'll be just like you.
Is that what making it means for you?
What?
The word,
Yeah, the
making
word
it. Not for
fame
me.
and that. Okay.
No. That's
No,
not making
okay,
it for
okay,
me.
okay.
No,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm gonna get at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You had a thought. You were saying
Yeah.
when you go and you're like, you're making it. The world is looking
so let's
at
say
you.
they made it, right?
Yeah.
Which is they got famous and they made a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
But really, every single one of them has the same exact reaction to their success. I did it. What did you do? What did you do? You know when you know that nobody can give you or take anything away from you, when you have that power, you're unstoppable and you're unbreakable.
And it's something that you have within you.
Yeah.
That only you can give and have.
Talk about morals, man. You know what? That's why I go to set and I'm working and I'll give you my heart on set. You disrespect me,
You're done.
I'll walk away.
Yeah, and walk away.
Yeah.
Because you don't pay me. You don't give me anything to put food on my table. My creator gives me that, not
Yes.
you. So you disrespect me, I'll walk away. I ain't got no fear. Fear is what they're trying to build you, put inside your mind with that anxiety and that depression of thinking about tomorrow, worrying about tomorrow. I'm a stuntman. I get hit by cars. I fall from a building. You want me to plan tomorrow? Seriously? Oh yeah, but seriously, I'm writing on the group the other day and he's asking me like, let's go out and have like a coffee somewhere. One of the stuntmen, I'm like, sorry bro, I'm gonna go get hit by a car today. I have a car hit. He's
Typical,
like, oh,
just at my day-to-day.
He's like, let me know when you're done. I said, this is how we talk, you know?
Yeah.
And I gotta worry about tomorrow. Screw that. I'm connected to this moment. I told you this earlier today, right? I said, when I breathe and I feel every breath going through me. I'm activated. I'm engaged. You know what I'm saying?
What do you do to remind yourself of doing this all the time?
It really is just practice. You know?
Okay.
Practicing to remind yourself what I told you earlier, that you're paying rent on a planet you were born in. When you remember those moments, when you remember how you got backstabbed, how it's not just about being, oh, you know, I want to feel like the greenery around me. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to sit and meditate right now. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Well, it does, of course. Obviously, meditation helps you. You know, it
Of
clears your
course.
mind. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it obviously isn't the only answer.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
It seems to me like you're someone who is not controlled by fear. And when I think of a stuntman, when I think of someone who does stunts for a living, I think of someone who does not have fear. So do you think that goes hand in hand?
Or what does fear mean to you? Because what means for me, it's probably completely different than what it means
Yeah.
to you. What does fear mean to you?
fear is a very strong weapon that all of us at some point we used. I've used it. I've intimidated people before, you know. I'm not gonna lie about it. I've used maybe, you know, maybe when I was a bad boy back then, you know, I was younger, I was a little hustler, you know. Maybe those days I was abusing the power I had with my martial arts skills, which nobody should take lightly. I've had over 500 karate fights in my career.
Did you learn that from your dad? Is that
Yeah,
how
my
you
father
started?
taught me.
So that's the beginning of your career as a stunt.
My mom, may her soul rest in peace. She carried me. She walked into the karate center, 1981 in Sharjah, when I was 3 days old.
What?
3 days.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, I was flipping and turning, falling off the bed at one day. I was half a day old, and I would start turning on the bed. She picked me up. She took me to the karate center at 3 days old. And ever since, I started, before I even walk, I have pictures of me at 6 months old wearing a karate gi, but standing.
No way.
Send us the
So, like,
pictures.
that was-
Do you have them?
Yeah.
I do have them.
We'll put them.
We'll put them on here.
I'll
Yeah.
send them to you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
And I was on TV when I was 2 years and 4 months old doing a kata and then an entire interview. So you could see the, you know what, I'll send you that.
Yeah, do you have that? Please send it.
Nessettin Hatta. I couldn't
What
even say
type of
Najmeddin.
karate do you do?
Shotokan karate.
Shotokan.
Yes.
So I like when we say speak us through your beginnings, you literally started at 1 day old.
You literally started at one day.
Started moving on my bed because you know most children the
Until
babies
6
I mean,
months.
don't well yeah but I would
Yeah.
they'd get up and they'd start moving a little bit but at half a day old it was
Wow.
yeah it was really weird. They didn't expect it. They had to catch me before I fell, and that's how they knew that I was active like that.
That's
Your
insane.
parents must have had a
Yeah.
lot of fun with you.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Poor thing.
Fun
Oh,
and
but you know what?
big scares as well, no?
One of the things I'm most grateful in my life for, you know, after my creator is my family, my parents. You know, they did the best to their knowledge and the best way, and even more than they could for me. You know, and I just have to say that because words are energy and they're never wasted. You know, I had to say this because I love them, and
Yeah.
they really did their best.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah,
I
just,
love that.
Just wanted to.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you said
I'm glad that you
This is-
said that.
Yeah,
we
honestly-
spoke about it in the first ever episode that we did, that we said I probably wouldn't be no one or nowhere without the support of my family.
Yeah.
And so I literally give everything to them.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
be nothing without my mom and my sisters, my siblings.
So-
I would be nothing.
Yeah,
Same to you.
same.
Respect. Respect.
I wanted to touch as well the subject that you have your own stunts business here in the Middle East.
Right.
And you're not just a stuntman, but you also teach people,
yeah.
including us.
We went to his class.
Yeah.
We'll put a video
We
here.
want to put a quick video of us
Billy
fighting.
kicking
Okay.
someone's.
No,
face.
not right now. We'll put it on the
Yeah,
the
I
video.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted you to talk us through a little bit of
Yeah.
that as well, because you're not, as I said, not just a stuntman, but you're a teacher as well, and an
Yeah.
amazing one. You're like a leader.
Right.
And
Appreciate it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
A
want to
leader
understand.
is what is the exact same word I would use as to describe you.
I'm really glad to hear that. I appreciate it, and I appreciate that you've
Yeah.
that you've seen that. Well, to put it as simple as possible, I like to grow, and let me tell you, I got no problems with confidence. You know
Same.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes,
I
yes.
love that.
There's
If
no
there's one thing
short.
we're not lacking is that.
There's no short of confidence.
Yeah.
All right. Having said that, I give my stuntmen, my stunt women, all the support and backup and knowledge that I can. Anytime, I will protect them. I will stand by them. I'll make sure they get paid. I'll make sure they are well looked after in terms of food, transportation, flights, hotel stays. I have never let them share rooms with crew or someone like that. I never allow this to happen to my stuntmen. If they're ever disrespected, I will grab my stuntman and I will go, see ya. I don't want to be on your film. I don't care who you are, dude.
Preach.
There's
Preach.
a million other people I could work with. And if not, I'll go live under a tree, brother. I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying?
Inshallah not,
I'll-
but-
you know what?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that because it's Allah giving me that, not you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See ya.
So if you want
Yeah.
to be a stuntman and you're interested to learn about this incredible world, you know who to contact here. He's genuinely like an amazing teacher, an amazing human, and he has like one of the biggest passions that I've literally encountered in my life.
That's
I
so
appreciate that.
And-
Tell me, but I want to hear it from you a little bit. How you guys feel about the sessions with me?
true. Go on.
Well,
She has a background of jiu-jitsu.
Karate.
no,
Karate.
karate.
Yeah,
I have a
karate.
background. I did Goju Ryu.
Goju Ryu.
Yeah,
huh?
Goju Ryu. So it's more traditional.
Right, right.
But I honestly, what I feel with your classes is almost like I found a lover that I forgot about.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
I did karate for so many years. I started when I was 3 as well, so I was really young. And then I
Nice.
finished at I don't know, like 17, 18.
Wow.
So that's like over 10 years ago. And since then I haven't done any karate. I haven't done any martial arts at all.
Wow.
So then when I started going to your classes, I was a bit scared. I was like, did I forget what I learned for so many years?
Yeah.
And at the beginning I was like, oh, I'm rusty. But as we started going through and like especially the motivation that you were giving me, that made me feel so confident. And I was like, okay, I've got this, I can do this.
Yeah.
And so now it's almost like I found a lover that I forgot that existed.
Oh, I love that so
That's amazing,
much.
man.
I love that.
You are so sharp in that fight scene that we did yesterday.
Yeah, thank
Oh
you.
my God. Every director following me, every producer, everyone's writing me like, wow, she's so sharp. Why she's this, why she's that. I'm like, okay, so this woman's definitely
No.
gonna kill it in the action world.
She's
100%.
an incredible actress,
Yeah.
fast learner,
Yeah.
and she has so many skills.
Yeah.
Guys,
Thank you,
if you
guys.
want to see the video, please go to her Instagram and his Instagram. We'll put it on the page right now. You can see they have a collab post of the fight. We'll not post it here so that you can go and see it.
Shocking that video was, huh?
It was
Shocking.
so good. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
honestly, I had so much fun making it
That's
as well.
amazing.
My experience
Amazing.
was a bit different because I have never done karate. I have never done
Wow.
anything that has to do with fighting. But because my mom was always like, I was the youngest girl, so my mom was always worried about me. She never let me do like crazy things.
Right.
I was always a good girl, like not quiet. I wouldn't say quiet. I would just say
Definitely not quiet.
Definitely not quiet. But like I never got in trouble. I never fought anyone. When there's a fight happening, I'm the one who ran away. Until I became 21 and something switched in my brain.
The ghetto
The
came
gang,
out.
the gangsta came
Ghetto
out.
in me was like, you've been keeping me in for too long.
Oh my God.
So I just started doing all sorts of crazy stuff.
Wow.
It's like the opposite of you. You went from bad boy to like a good. She went from
She became both at the same
Yeah,
time.
genuinely.
Simultaneously. Yeah. Oh God.
So then I got into like whatever activity. I became a yes woman. Whatever activity
okay.
like you told me let's do it, I'll be like yes. So I did
Wow.
horse riding and I was fairly okay at it.
Okay, that's
I
cool.
did skiing and from the first day I learned how to do it as if like I've been practicing for a while. I'm not saying this to like be like, look at me, but genuinely because khalas, this part of fear in my brain that was afraid to get hurt suddenly like switched and I was like, so what if I get hurt? Like it's fine. I'll break a hand. I'll go fix it. I will die. Khalas, I will die. You know what I mean? So that changed. And then when she told me about stunt classes, I've been doing stunts in my series.
Oh yeah, you said that to me. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
and the thing is, because I loved the adrenaline part of it, and I love learning new things, and I love that part of me that's like I want to try everything.
Yeah.
So I started doing stunts, and I'm not doing them professionally. I'm learning from a stunt coordinator on set 2 days before, a day before.
Wow.
So when she told me about your classes, I
wow.
said, "There's no way I'm missing that." And I started going, and you have such an incredible way of teaching.
Oh, I'm so glad
You
to
could
hear.
give me one note, and it takes me a second to learn it when someone else would have taken them a month for me to learn it.
That's exactly how I
You
feel
are
as
an
well.
incredible teacher. You like,
Wow,
I'm
I'm
sure
so
you
glad
know
to
that,
hear.
but like, I need you to hear it again.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad to hear that. I mean, you guys were great as well. You first day you came, we filmed this fight scene with you.
Yes.
My father saw it and he's like, "Oh wow, like she's pretty fast, you know. That looks
Yeah.
like pretty brutal where she stabs him." And I'm like, "This is the first time." My father looks again. He's like, "My master, you know. He's our master." You know, he looks again. And he's like, "This is the first time she does it." I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Wow, that's impressive." Yeah.
Your
It's so
your
good.
father, who is the master,
He was the master.
man
who
who
yeah.
was-
was
man.
master karate man who
sensei.
had the first ever karate center in the UAE.
Yeah.
The ruler of Dubai was practicing with him. Said that about me. Guys, are you listening? I am cool now.
You're cool. Certified cool woman
Certified cool woman.
Yeah, I enjoyed those classes because I want to find raw talent. I want to basically find what no one found in me before. Wow. You know, yeah, because come on, you know, I come from a time and a place that's different than here, and everyone right now, what they're seeing, this is a different. I feel like it feels like it's a different planet almost, because everything's changed. The way that they talk, the way that they react, you know, everything. There was no. We had a channel 1 hour a day, and then the rest of the day was white noise. Shh. And then
What do you mean?
That was
Really?
our TV,
That was
yeah.
TV.
What?
That was
Yeah.
TV.
Until when? Until like the 80s and
89 maybe.
Yeah.
90. We
Yeah.
finally got a VHS, and it was one that you put a video in, and that was the first movie I saw. It was Jackie Chan's Police Story, and I put the film in, and I looked at him, and I was mesmerized by this guy. I'm like,
And then you work with him.
oh man.
And now you have been the stunt coordinator for him.
Well, no, I
What?
wasn't stunt coordinator on him. I was with the choreography team.
Okay.
To be honest.
Okay.
But the stunt coordinator was Alan at the time.
But you worked with Jackie
But I
Chan.
choreographed for Jackie Chan. I choreographed for the team. I fought with him. I fought with Lee, the guy who did the Bruce Lee film in China.
That's insane.
And then while I was there, I worked on 2 other films that he produced but didn't act in. So after we finished the 3 projects, I decided to come back because I had Tigers in the Hay. With the one with Salman Khan. We won Best Action for that film, by the
Wow.
way. I was involved a lot in the action. It was really, really nice and cool. I played this. I played a true story, actually. Only that part only. Hakim, Hakim, the dude that I played, is that only the Hakim story is based on true events. It's when some terrorist guy kidnaps 25 nurses in India, I think. Yeah, and he puts them hostages in the hospital, kills one of them, kills the manager, kills the driver. That's why in the film I'm going around
Wow.
killing people in the film the whole
Yeah.
time. You know what I'm saying?
That's fun.
why I'm blowing up everything,
So
you know? God. I gotta say, this is not something that obviously I wasn't proud to play that role.
A killer.
You know, a killer and stuff. But I was obviously proud of how I,
Yeah.
kind of, what's the word?
Choreographed it?
Performed.
Performed
yes.
it.
Yeah, and the same team, by the way, that was with me on another film I worked on this year.
Okay.
was
We
with
can.
me on that one. I can't say.
Okay.
We're so
We can't say.
excited.
Yeah, actually, but it was the same team. It's the guys that did Venom and Avengers and those guys. We're pretty tight. We're pretty close. We've worked together quite a few times. We've got plans this year. We've got plans next year. I'm really looking forward to it now. Yeah.
Speaking of things you cannot say,
Okay.
we saw pictures of you on Instagram, maybe like on set, and we heard that Jack Ryan was being filmed here.
Oh,
Is
really?
that true?
So is that what you have been working on?
Well, I can't say that. I can't say what movie I'm working on. Yeah, but I saw the pictures. I saw the videos that
Yeah.
you're talking about. All I can say is you're in for a treat. There's something really, really cool coming up.
And
Yeah.
not just that, but I've heard that
Little
at
birdie.
the end of the year, you're going to be working probably one of the biggest Hollywood productions to ever exist.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to say anything else, but you guys are not ready for what's coming.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely can't.
We're
can't say anything
sitting with
else.
someone who is literally okay. First of all, you worked with Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, Jackie Chan, Jessica Alba,
Zac Efron.
Zac
Like-
Efron. You've worked with incredible people, and
Yeah.
still to this day, mashallah, still to this day, you are proving to yourself that there is no limit to growth. You said you love growth.
Yeah.
I would like to know, because in my opinion, there's no way that you can be this passionate about something and it not being linked in your personal life.
Right.
So what does fighting mean to you? Because to me, when I'm thinking of all of that and maybe the life you lived, you said you were a hustler, you said you were a bad boy.
Yeah.
So why I said fighting is because he said he was a hustler, you said you were a bad boy, your dad did karate, you learned karate since you were young, and today you're a stunt coordinator and designer, and you're still a fighter.
Yeah.
So for me, what links
You
all
need
of
to put the
those
mic
words
close
is fighting. No? Please correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I mean, stunts can be falling
Yes.
down the stairs, getting hit by
Fire.
a car, explosion,
Yeah.
fire, fight scenes, stuff like that.
You have so much passion for what you do. We wonder, like, going to your world, what does... He's gonna laugh
I'm
again.
not laughing. I didn't say anything.
What does being a stunt, first of all, because many people probably that is watching this don't really know what stunt means. Can
Yeah.
you please explain what is being a stunt and what does it mean to you personally to be a good stunt, a good stuntman?
So basically, being a stunt is being able to do what the other person can't do, which is, a stuntman is a trained person who can fall in the safest way possible, act out that he got shot, he got punched or kicked.
Guys,
Oh my God,
we're
she's having trouble, man.
we're
She's
having
dragging me down with her.
a laughing
crying. What's
charade.
wrong with
Oh my
me?
God.
We're
Sorry,
having
sorry,
a
sorry.
little This is not gonna be cut out. Sorry.
Oh man.
We've been having so much fun, and we're talking into so many different topics that we forgot that we have a game.
Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that? Oh my god.
We only played one of those, so
Okay.
choose at least يعني
All right.
three, like three, choose three.
Well,
And then
now
read
like
it.
Yeah,
all
choose
together,
three and
alright,
then-
here's
yeah.
1, 2, and there's 3.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
So let's see. This one says fire stunt or high fall. Which one I would do and
Which
why?
do you prefer doing? Which you
I
have more
would
fun
love. This is a typical stuntman answer. I would love to be burning and falling at the same time.
with? Have you never done that?
I was on fire and I did fall high fall, but I never did both.
What's the craziest stunt that you've ever done in your life?
Sorry, can I just ask a question before that?
Okay.
Well, how do they do fire stunts?
So there are layers of gel that we build before the fire stunt happens, and we have 3 suits, 2 suits under and a suit on top.
Okay.
So what we do is we gel you up. This gel separates the fire and the heat from your body, and then we put a suit on. We gel you up again, put a suit on again, gel you up again, put the thick suit on
Wow.
top, and then gel the suit.
What about the hair? How do you protect your hair?
We gel it. We gel the face, and then we make holes for you to breathe for that one split second that we're gonna do the take. And on top of that, we need to put wardrobe on top of all that with the gel and stuff. So generally, I have to ask for a smaller girl than the actress or a smaller stuntman than the actor.
Because it's gonna have
So many layers.
Yeah.
Do you have any videos of you on fire?
I do have one with my arm and shoulder on
Would
fire.
you be able to send
Yeah.
us that?
Yeah,
We'll
I'll send
put it
it
up
to you.
here.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll send it to
Ask
you.
your question now.
What was my question?
What was
What's the craziest stunt that you've ever done?
craziest stunt. I honestly, hard to answer. I mean, I've been okay. I've been hit by a car
in real life?
several times.
In
real
real
life?
life? No.
Well, in real, yeah.
I mean, it's real life, but in movies, yeah.
In real
life.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, but it's still getting hit by a car.
yeah,
man.
of course.
I got hit against a car.
You sent me a video of that.
Yeah, I got hit against a bus. Let me tell you this. Here's the cool part.
Is the bus more painful than the car?
No,
Oh.
same thing. I got slammed against a wall 100 million times. I got punched, kicked, kneed, elbowed, stabbed, shot with a pistol, a machine gun, an RPG, a tank. I was thrown off a building several times. I was strangled. I was hung upside down. I was burned. I'm a stuntman.
Wow. Now I can say my life is so boring.
No, don't say that.
What wouldn't you do? What's a
Yes,
red
good
line?
question.
Anything that jeopardizes the safety of my stunt team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So sweet.
don't gotta think twice about that.
Yeah.
That's your responsibility, and not just you as a human being, but also you're being watched. Everything you do, you're gonna be accounted for. Everything that you don't do, when you don't speak up and when you don't act right, and when you act right and when you speak up right, we're gonna be asked for all of this.
Yeah.
And I wanna have good answers.
Was there a time in your career where you were a stuntman before you became the person you are today, someone who's a leader, someone who leads a team? You were being led by someone and you didn't get that care, you didn't get that respect?
Of course. That's we go back to the beginning where I said the things that I wasn't given, the many times I was not picked up and the many times I was pushed down is what I don't want to happen to my team. And quite frankly, any stuntman out there and any stuntman, stuntwoman watching this right now, you look me in the eyes right now, you know exactly. Nobody understands you and feels you as much as a person like me does. You know why? Because I've been there. I got smashed. I got strangled by actors, by lead roles, supporting roles. Don't care. It's our job. We can do it. When we run on the edge of a castle in Belgium, I'm not rigged and I've got a 50-meter fall on my right.
You're
and
not
I'm
rigged?
running on the, I'm not rigged. And I'm running on the edge of a castle with the edge like that. So it wasn't even a flat surface.
Why were you not rigged?
I felt that the scene didn't require that.
You're crazy.
It was your
And
choice.
It was my I was action director actually on the film, so it was my directing and it was my action choreography basically of the film. And when you do that and when I do it, that's why you and I feel each other on another level. That's why nobody else understands you. That's why no director, no producer, no extra, no actor or actress, nobody is ever going to communicate with you and connect with you on a soulful way and feel for you as much as people like you and me, because we've been there. Everybody else watching you risk your life, they cannot do it and they don't know what it feels like. I feel you. That's why I'll take care of you. And that's why I wish every stuntman, every stunt woman out there success, safety, and educate yourselves, people. Educate yourselves. Nobody's gonna educate you. I worked with an action director for years. I did about 40 of his projects. Many times he wasn't even in the country. I would fly in, I'd choreograph, I'd stunt coordinate. I would not only action direct, because this is what I studied, but I would also operate the camera.
Oof.
And then I would go back to he wouldn't even land up, and then he'd take credit, not give me credit for it.
Wow.
And I kept my mouth shut. And I can guarantee you every stuntman, stunt woman out there has about 20, 30 credits
Yeah.
missing, minimum. Minimum. He never taught me anything. He just used my skills. And you know what? I'm so glad he did, because I learned a lot working on set. I improved, I expanded, I grew, and now I outgrew him.
Oh. Like, yeah.
But really, stuntmen and stunt women who've really done some serious stunts, they are the ones that are really humble. You know? Because you gotta be some weird, crazy guy or girl if you're not gonna humble yourself knowing you might not walk this earth in the next scene.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Why aren't you
Yeah.
scared?
Because he's present.
No.
He's not thinking about the
Yes,
future.
because I'm on autopilot. I'm not running anything here. This is just a vessel. Yeah? This is all going to disintegrate. My soul is going to live forever. I don't know where it's going to be. All I know is that, you know, I follow my religion. I follow my creator. I'm his slave till the day that I die, and then after that too. All I could say is this. That's why I have no fear. Because every day I wake up and I get into my car and I turn on my car. I say, Allah, please, you know what? I know I'm autopilot. I'm walking forward, doing the best that I can. The how I'm going to make that success happen, that's not me.
That's up to
That's
him.
on you.
That's up to him.
Yeah.
Me, I just do what I got to do. Succeed, fail. This is the illusion of success and failure. The real success and the failure is when I'm asked for it. That's why I got no fear behind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's incredible. Wow.
Wow. That's powerful.
That is so powerful. Do you want to
Yeah, I mean, we still have a few.
Oh, we still got.
cards
Oh, we got a
there.
couple of them. Sorry about that. I forgot about that. We got carried away.
Did you
with
break
that.
them?
Adrenaline. No.
Oh, you did
yeah,
break
yeah.
them.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you did. But it's fine. It's
Wait,
fine.
what happened to? Did I just
it-
cut
Yeah,
them?
you broke it.
Oh, so fame or adrenaline? I don't understand the correlation.
Fame or adrenaline?
Yeah, fame is a joke.
You don't. Fame is nothing
Wait,
for
wait.
you.
What does fame,
Fame,
mean
yeah.
to you?
It's a joke, man. It's what, 15 minutes of fame I'm gonna get one day, and like, oh my God, and then that's it. It's over. Your time is up. You're not the trend no more. Every artist that gets into this business, if they are really deluded and they think that that's not gonna be all taken away from them one day when they're not the trend anymore, when there's gotta be an investment in the new trend and the new faces and the new actors and the new stunt coordinators, we are removed. And not only are we removed, we are smashed to make sure that people never follow that anymore and follow the new trends. That's why you got people like Michael Jackson, torn apart, Tupac,
Yeah,
Tyson.
timeless.
Tyson.
Yeah.
Everyone that made everyone. You what? Britney Spears wasn't smashed. Every single one of them, because they're not the trend no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That
Because their
makes so much
time is
sense.
up. I'm gonna invest 100 million in this actress. I'm gonna invest 100 million in that singer. 10 years. 10 years later, your time is up. But hey,
And they're looking for the next.
humans are loyal,
Yes.
actually. So you remain loyal to that. 20 years later, you're still
Yeah.
listening, and your kids are looking at you and saying, Mommy, you still listen to Michael
Yeah.
Jackson? Yuck. He's a child molester. He's this, he's
Yeah.
that. Oh, man, you guys have no idea what you're talking about. He's just smashed because it's over. It's time for, 1, 2, 1, 2. You know what I'm saying?
The next
The next
trend.
trend.
The
yeah.
next trend, man. I don't know what the next
Yeah.
trend is gonna be. You know,
That's
some
so
guy
true.
wearing a satellite dish on his head or something. I don't know. God, man.
Okay, so you're saying fame is a joke.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
That's a good way to put it.
No, I want to. I'm scared to ask now because you're gonna.
No, no.
No, go ahead, ask,
Please, don't be
please.
silly. Come on, we know each other. You know how much I laugh at everything. You're the same.
Wait, did I defend anyone with?
No, this is how we talk all the time.
Yeah, we just laugh
I
at
didn't
it.
offend you with me
No.
saying fame is a joke or anything.
Why don't I agree with you.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
I
she
don't
agree- yeah, she
personally
100
don't I'm not doing acting because of fame. I'm
Yeah.
doing acting because I love
There you go.
being in front of the camera and
Thank you.
yeah, so I understand you.
There you go.
This brings me to a question that I've been meaning to ask you. So many actors, their end goal is fame, and singers as well. What is the end goal of a stuntman?
To be an action director.
Educate us what action director means, stunt coordinator, stunt double. What
Yeah,
do
give us-
these
give us
things
some-
mean? Educate us.
Well, the same thing that a director learns about camera work and everything, it's the same exact thing. Only we have different terms that we use, like the axis of action, which you guys call in film jumping the line, where it's, if I'm going to film over this shoulder, I've got to film on the other side from here on this shoulder as well. So that if this person is on the left side of my screen as an audience, when it's from the other side filming the reverse, it's still on the left side of the screen. So we have that in terms of fighting. Action directing is learning how to operate the camera, the lenses, which lenses to choose, whether it's static, handheld, Steadicam, shoulder mount. How do you want to film this?
Wow, you basically direct the whole scene.
Yeah, of course. Wow.
Directors do not interfere in this.
Do
This
they
is an
do they have a
action-
word at all, directors, or is just you?
I mean, the final call
They
is
have
always
to
up to them.
agree
But
on
I,
that.
basically easily saying this and loosely because it's not very welcomed. But the fact and the simple the matter is that directors don't know how to film action. They don't know how to film fight scenes, and they always end up making the action either a lot shorter or a lot smaller because they're intimidated by the way that they need to film it.
That makes sense.
So, but that's what an action director and a stunt coordinator is
Okay.
for. But we still on this side of the world, the Middle East, they still don't. I mean, stunt coordinator in Hollywood gets $500,000 to $800,000 to $2 million for a film.
What?
Of course, stunt coordinator does that. What did you think he would make?
Wow.
But here on this side of the world, and I'm not trying to say that people do this deliberately. Don't get me wrong. This is just
It's a growing industry.
it's a growing industry. They don't understand it yet. They think that but I don't want, no, I don't want to film this fight. No, I don't want to film that. No, I don't want to film this action. No, I don't want an explosion to happen. But why not?
It's growing. They're not. Yeah.
Yeah, why do you not want? So now it's finally happening, and now it's the time for the stunts. Not to mention, what's happening in 2 years now.
What?
Can you tell us?
No,
wait.
Yes,
tell us.
please say it.
Tell
You
us.
have to say it.
Say it.
The Academy Awards are giving Oscars to the best stunt design.
So
How did
exciting.
how did you feel when that came up? It's like finally. It's like
I mean, the only thing that came to my mind when I saw that is it's the right time.
yeah, with everything that you're gonna be doing this. Yeah.
It's perfect timing for me. You know what I mean?
I had a question with you.
Can I just say something to all the stunt coordinators all around the world? I've got a lot of love and respect for you. But my choreography is next level choreography because of my IQ. And I'm just saying this to all the stunt coordinators around the Middle East. I've just upped the game the past 2 years in the Middle East, in Egypt, in Saudi, and in UAE. So you either catch up You educate yourselves and you get better at it, or you can stay behind because I'm moving forward. And I would love it if you guys could educate yourselves because I want a real challenge. Because where I'm going with my stunt team, we're crushing and smashing everybody. Everybody. We're not leaving anything on the table. So you either join us or you educate yourselves and you give us a good challenge because I'm challenging you right now. I'm challenging you. Get your stuntmen the best reactions. Get those fight scenes. I want to start having awards in the Middle East. I want Abu Dhabi to say, you know what? We got 3 really good stunt coordinators. Let's give these guys an award. Let's give them a push to make them do even better. Because if I win an award this year, next year you'll come back 10 times better trying to beat me. And that's the challenge I'm looking for. But if you get offended by this challenge, you're not up for it.
Yes.
Bring it. Let's go.
First,
Bring
I mean,
it.
if you're not motivated after that, I'm sorry. I don't think this is
I'm
for
a
you.
fighter. You know, a lot of people don't understand why I talk like this. I used to be a fighter. I've had 25 professional fights in my career.
I wanted to ask you because it's like becoming a stunt is such a niche thing.
Yeah.
You went from being a world champion fighter to becoming a stuntman. What was the bridge? What made you go from one thing to the other one? Who introduced you into stunts?
It was honestly, it was just when I saw Jackie Chan as a kid, it was a dream for me to work with him one day, you know? Ever since. So I always had that dream. And then I saw Van Damme and I'm like, and I met him a couple of times, you know, and everything it was all just a dream when I was a kid, you know? And
so it's something that you always had in mind.
I had it in mind, you know? And then after I worked with Jackie Chan, I had been watching Scott Adkins, who is someone that I was very inspired by in the fighting world. He did Boyka, Undisputed, if you know that film. He did John Wick 4. He was Killa in John Wick 4. He was one of my idols. I really wanted to choreograph for him one day. And for 17 years, I watched this guy grow and grow and reach all the way to John Wick 4. And then after filming John Wick 4, I got to stunt coordinate and choreograph all his action in his movie Wherever You Go.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's all just coming. You know, it's just it's all coming. You know what? It's all coming to me. You know what I'm saying?
Insane.
I think if someone has a dream of being stunt director,
Coordinator or action director.
an action director. I think you've accomplished a lot of the dreams of a lot of people. You've worked with Hollywood. You've worked in Bollywood. You've worked
Co.
China.
Egypt, Middle East.
I'm very curious to know what's the difference between every country or every
Great question.
every country, how they go about stunts. Talk us through
It's
it.
a very intelligent question. Thank you for that. When you work with China Film Co., Bollywood, Hollywood, you know, Middle East films, you really see the patterns and in each film and how they deal with stunts and how they deal with the action sequences and the way that they bring the script to life, right? So you've got Hollywood, for example, you know, they are so efficient. I've worked with them a few times, and recently it was the first time I get a featured role in a Hollywood
Did
film.
you?
Yeah.
What is it called?
Wow.
Oh, I can't. That's the movie I couldn't say, but that's
okay.
the one. And you know, a featured role is a small role. It's just maybe something, but it was really cool.
It's a Hollywood role.
But it's a Hollywood role, and we had been practicing about a month and a half in advance for that one scene, and it was a massive scene. Now, I've known about it 3 months prior to that. That's how Hollywood works.
Right, super organized, super on time.
No mistakes.
No mistakes.
Yeah.
There's no time to waste. Every day
Yeah.
wasted is like
Let
so
me-
much money.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I'll continue to the
yeah.
other bit. Then you've got, for example, I gotta stab you with a knife. You're the actress. So they'll give me a bladeless knife, just a handle, just the handlebar. And they'll do it with CGI.
No way.
That's Hollywood. They're very, very serious people. And when I was working with Jackie Chan, we were lucky if we filmed 30 seconds to 1 minute per day. We were lucky.
So that was Hollywood. That's how they work in Hollywood. How do
Right.
they work in Bollywood?
Well, Bollywood actually hire Hollywood stunt coordinators.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's how I met the Hollywood team that I
Okay.
work with now. It was through a Bollywood film.
Ah.
Yeah, and they loved my work. I really enjoyed their work as well. I mean, obviously they're the best in the world. They're the number one stunt team in the world. and they were really, really impressed with my work. And that's how actually I got picked up by Jackie Chan. I was invited to an audition, and I went and I auditioned. I didn't know it was Jackie Chan, but when I came back home, just when I was getting home, actually even before I got home, I got a call asking if I could travel. And when I'm asked to travel, now I know that they like me. So I'm like, okay, cool, so I'm traveling somewhere. Come next day, they call me back to production. I come to the production house, they give me a contract with Jackie Chan stunt team. Oof. Without even meeting any of them, without anything. And I'm thinking, wow,
yes,
did I really impress
it.
that much?
Wow.
But you know what? I believe I have. You know, my skills are on the next level in skills in martial arts, because I know karate, kung fu, wing chun, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, Japanese and Brazilian, judo, sambo, Russian judo, aikido, MMA, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai. I'm a very good wrestler. I'm a very good boxer. I do very good taekwondo kicks as well. And
You're
I'm
only
very good with weapons as well.
44.
He's
How
only
did you have
44.
time to do all of these?
When he was 1 day old, he started.
Ah, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to know, obviously you're amazing, and that's why you are where you are. No one would reach where you are unless they were genuinely great at what they do. I
Yeah.
genuinely believe that. Talk us through how Bollywood work differently than Hollywood. Do they, okay, so you said they hired people from Hollywood, but do
Right.
they take a month or 3 months prior to prepare?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Because they respect the stunt coordinators' need for time, unlike what we have in you know, in the Middle East.
Yeah.
They don't really. But again, it's growing.
Because it's
Yes.
growing and because they don't understand it yet.
So now they're beginning to understand it.
Because of
But-
people like you.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, and that's the goal here, you know. And you've got people like in China Film Co, right? So when they rig you there to do a rigging scene, for example, a jump flying kick or something, China Film Co and Jackie Chan stunt team, they hide the rigging ropes using light, while Hollywood brushes it out. You know what I mean? But you'll get to learn both ends
How
of
everything works.
They choreograph a month and a half in advance, while I'd come to Jackie Chan on set and he would want us to choreograph right now on the set. You know what I mean? That's the difference.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
And now that you say about all the different places, the America, Bollywood, and China,
Yeah.
I'm super curious to hear, where do you think the film industry is going, including obviously stunts and everything that surrounds the
Right.
film industry here in the Middle East?
Oh, right. The good news about that, to answer that, is that we've got great competition in Egypt. Egypt is the most powerful in film in the Middle East. Syria comes up with a few things sometimes and it comes back down. Lebanon comes up with like Hell's Gate, Ambar Sitta, which I was stunt coordinator and action director on both. They crushed everything and then came back down again. Egypt does not stop. By the way, I worked with Muhammad Imam, Sa'a twice, Amir Karara twice. I worked with Layla Alwi. I worked with...
Those are huge names in Egypt.
don't know.
Oh, I
They
worked
are
with
huge.
all of the Egyptian guys, all of them. The whole Subki family loves me, by the way.
Sa'a is like,
God.
Sa'a is like, you know, he's like Justin Bieber of their...
No way.
But he's not a singer. يعني he's an actor.
An actor.
Yeah, yeah. He's... Sa'a was very nice to me. He really liked my choreography. I choreographed a fight with him in Sirb, if you've watched that movie. And I've choreographed some of the action in the end of the film as well. And you'll see he really gave it all he got. And to be honest, the guy was a gangster. I got to tell you something about Sa'a. He is more man than anyone I've worked with.
Really?
Oh, wow. Look, I'm impressed.
I heard stories.
Yeah?
On set.
Yes, on set.
Yeah.
There was a time where I was showing him. So there's a scene, he's tied up. So he's
Yeah.
going to use the rope to throw his capturer.
Yeah.
So he does this move that I taught him, and then he flips him. So I'm showing him the stunt, my stuntman, flipping my stuntman so he could fall, while Sa'a moved forward. So what happened was, my stuntman's foot landed, broke Sa'a's hand on set. Listen to this. We're like, Sa'a, brother, go to the hospital. Yeah, your hand looks like it just grew a brain. Go to the hospital, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, no, give me some ice.
No way.
I could see it, man. It looks wonky. The guy is a man. I'm telling you. I mean, look, I respect that because in a fight, I'll give one of the fights I was fighting, for example, I saw my own teeth, my jaw dislocated. I had to wear...
You?
Yeah, I had to wear a casket for a year when I sleep to adjust my jaw again, you know? I saw my own teeth and I won that fight. Just so you know.
So that was like that
proper
wasn't a
fight.
stunt. That was a fight.
It wasn't a
fight.
stunt, it was a
Okay.
real fight.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the world title 2010, I fought an Australian. His name was Ben Burridge Bull Rider. The guy was like, he just doesn't feel anything. You kick the guy, you punch him, you knee him. Might as well bring an RPG and a group of, you know. Seriously, what the hell? And I saw his fight. It's one of his fight. He had the belt, and I saw this guy's fight. He's fighting with this Thai guy, and this Thai guy kept on kicking him, man. 3 rounds, 4 rounds. If I was this guy, I would die. And then he just grabs the Thai guy on the 4th round or the 5th round. One knee, knees him in the face, puts him to sleep.
Oh my god. Have you ever blacked out on a
No.
fight? No? Never.
No, I blacked out a lot of people. I sent a lot of people to the hospital,
But no
but I never
one's
blacked
black-
out.
Wow.
No. But I did.
Neither
But-
stunts or fights.
I broke my foot in that fight with that Australian. The 3rd kick I threw in the 1st round, my foot broke. And my heel, my foot instantly swelled up. So it looked like I had 2 heels on me. And I have a bad rib. You see that sticking out there?
Oh.
Yeah. So my rib broke from here several times, and from here all my ribs.
How
broke.
many broken bones do you have?
Oh, I broke 3 of my backbones. All my ribs about 20, 30 times.
It's like Jackie Chan.
I broke my legs at least 60, 70 times each.
You're joking.
No.
60, 70 times each.
Each. I have calcium. It never stops. Listen, every time I close my hands, too
I'm scared.
much calcium.
Okay, enough.
Yeah, and all my ribs and everything.
Wow.
Got busted
I'm
and broken.
scared
and
of
fixed
you,
it.
Naj.
Why?
Yeah,
God.
I'm scared.
No, never. Look,
I'm just kidding.
no. But, look, I gotta tell you, that fight was broken foot and a broken rib. Yeah, and I knocked him out in the 4th round. I still managed
You
to knock
won?
him. Yeah, I won the fight. Yeah.
You won?
I have the belt. It's
Woohoo!
home. Yeah.
Mashallah.
You still fought with a broken leg?
Yes,
A broken
and I
foot?
knocked him out in the 4th round. Yeah,
That's
I'll send you the
insane.
fight. You can
Yes,
see.
please send
You can see
it.
actually in the 1st round, I'm like light on my feet, all Superman,
And then like, ugh.
and then the 1st round by the 3rd kick, you'll see that my energy just calmed down. You won't see it.
Wait, you still kicked with a broken foot?
Yeah, I never stopped.
But
I
kicking as well
continued.
with the broken foot?
Yeah, I kicked with the broken foot.
Was that the adrenaline?
It was hunger. You've been hungry before?
Yeah.
You've been hungry?
Yeah.
You've been hungry?
Yeah.
Both of you?
Yeah.
You see where we are now?
I
Yeah.
genuinely think when someone really has that hunger, you're unstoppable.
You're unstoppable. There's
Wallah.
there's nothing that can
Wallah, you're
stop you.
unstoppable.
Really? Everybody?
Not everyone.
Yeah.
It depends.
But I
like,
feel
we're
like-
talking about hunger
Yeah.
or hunger. I think there's two different.
I think both. I genuinely think both.
It depends what motivates that hunger as well.
True.
Unfortunately, again, we're running out of time, but
No.
we're enjoying this episode so much that I don't know if you will be up for it, but I think we definitely need to have a second episode of
we
this.
really
Oh, I'm with you. I'm down, you guys. Anytime, I promise you. Tomorrow, tonight, a day after. You guys rock. I swear. I had such a great time with you in class.
Thank you.
Your 3rd session already?
Yeah.
And look at the videos we filmed. Look at
Yeah.
what we've accomplished in such little time. You know.
Because you're a good leader.
You're
because
exactly.
a good
You're.
teacher.
I appreciate it.
You are.
And you guys are open to it. You know, that's
Yeah.
why we have that exchange, you know, of
Yeah,
energies
true.
in between each other. So that's why we all have, that's why I want to lock down. I want everyone now to come and try our sessions so that we can grow. But then in a month's time, I got to lock down so that, you know, we can have
Yes, definitely.
and not have anyone and everyone just coming in and
Yeah,
joining.
Yeah,
just the serious
You know?
people.
So I'm so glad you guys joined us. I mean, wow, how crazy is it? I meet you on the set of City of Life too. And we met in the party, remember, when it was, we were sitting on the same table. Oh, you don't remember. It was
An imagination?
no, not Imagination. For we watched Khataf. That was me. I was
Oh my
Timogen in
God,
Khataf.
I remember.
Yeah.
Were you with your wife?
Yeah, it was with
Yes,
my
I
wife.
remember.
Yeah, but I played Timujin in Khatab.
Yes,
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
incredible scene. I don't know
Yeah,
if we
yeah,
can put
yeah,
it,
yeah,
but
yeah. We need to put it.
I don't know if it will be copyright.
Uh,
Let's see. We'll try
we'll
to
see.
put
Alright,
it.
Yeah.
okay.
If we can't put it, we'll just cut this
Yeah,
off.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite roles, that Temujin, by the way, because there's a special thing to it.
Yeah.
It's never random with me, Temujin is the birth name of Genghis Khan.
Mm-hmm.
When we did the DNA test, my family and I, we have the same bloodline as Genghis Khan.
what?
And
What?
Temujin,
Everything you say is like mind blowing.
the same happened.
What are we gonna use for the trailer?
Yeah,
Everything he says is amazing.
How do you have the same blood?
I
Like,
appreciate that. But, and Temujin was his real name, and I wanted to have a son and call him Temujin. That was the dream. So when I couldn't have a son yet, it didn't happen. So when Ali asked me, Ali the director,
Yeah.
by the way, he's like a brother to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely love him.
He's
The
such an
guy
amazing
makes
director.
people's dreams come
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
A lot of respect and love for him. Yeah, and when he asked me like, what do you want to call it? Give me like some Russian names to fill in. I gave him like 20 names, I think, and then in the very bottom I wrote Temujin. This is a very powerful name with a lot of energy behind it. So he sends me a message saying, done, Temujin.
that one.
So I'm like, good. This role is a gift from me to my unborn child, who never came. But if he should come one day, I want him to know I was born in Sharjah, and I fought all my life, broke every bone in my body, pulled all my teeth out, went from 0 to hero, back down to 0 100 times, and I failed 1,000,000 times. I never gave up. I never stopped. I followed my dream. I respected my father and my mother. I respected my wife. I always followed the Creator and His words and everything He says, because I wake up every morning in darkness before the light comes out, and I ask Him for forgiveness. I thank Him from my heart 100 times, because even if I do billions of times, never gonna be enough. And I get up in the morning and I hustle to the best way that I can. No matter how many times my back broke and how many times I was stabbed in the back, no matter how many times I was hit and run over and smashed, I got you, Temujin, roll for you. And I love you.
That made me cry. Wow.
That's incredible.
That is
That's
incredible.
We have. We can wrap it up with 2 questions, but before that,
Yeah.
I know you said you don't like this question.
Okay.
Okay,
what do you
before
mean?
we started, he said that he doesn't like this question, but I'm gonna ask it differently.
Okay.
What is the end goal?
I mean, there's end for what?
What is the end goal for?
End for me?
Not end. The end goal, like. You were a child and you wanted to do stunts with Jackie Chan, and you did it.
Yeah.
Right now you're 44 and you're doing incredible things. When you're 70, 80, 90, 100, inshallah, after a really, really, really long full life, what would you look back at in your career and be like, I accomplished everything I wanted? What will be the last thing you do that will make you be like, I've accomplished everything that I wanted?
Okay, I'm glad you asked that question. I might have accomplished some things here on a physical level, but that's not me, and I'm not connected in any way to that. I'm my end game and my end goal is my father, my wife are never hungry. That's my end goal. My end goal is they're protected because I give them my life, because I'm a warrior, That's the end goal.
Wow.
All else is dust.
Yes. All else is gone. Wow. Deep stuff.
Intense episode.
I have one last question, and then unfortunately we wrap it up.
Of course.
You have the mic, you have the camera. What is one thing you want to share with the world?
One thing,
Yes.
take everything we said here together, put it all in one, and don't start tomorrow, don't start day after, start right now. It's true when they say, the only guy you gotta fight is the one in the mirror. Well, you know what? You know what? You don't really have to fight yourself. But you can instantly change yourself and your life today. Change your haircut if you want to. See yourself the way you are. Change the way you dress, the way you talk. You're not happy, you're not educated enough. Pick up a book. Go take some courses online. Educate yourself. Nobody gives a crap about the paper anymore. Everybody now cares about, you know, the certification and this and that. No, we don't care about that. Start now. That's all I can say. Don't wait for later. Don't do nothing. We don't know if we're going to live later. That's all I can say. Much love to you all. Much respect and love and best of luck to all the stunt coordinators, to all the stuntmen, stuntwomen out there. Even if I'm not with you, if I'm ever with you, I got your back. And if I'm not, may God protect you all. That's all I got to say.
Honestly, I'm speechless. I think I'm speaking for the both of us. This has been like your pure passion. That's the way I would describe it. Your pure passion, and I feel like the energy in itself, it's like so full of energy right now.
Oh, I'm so glad.
And we're not only talking about what we've experienced in this episode. We've been going to classes with this man, and we've been experiencing him doing what he loves and teaching us through it. And we felt the passion genuinely, like we felt it, we've lived it, basically.
Yeah, we're feeling it right now in the
Amazing.
yeah.
Amazing.
So we
So-
really hope this resonated with you.
And like as I said before, if you're interested in stunts, he is the man. Nash is the man. So we will link his profile here, and
And
you
down
know?
below, you'll find his Instagram. Please connect with him. If you don't know him, if you didn't know him before, now is the time to know him if you're interested in this life.
Thank you.
The industry is growing, and now is the time. So thank you so much for joining us today, guys, and we will see you next week. This is Rahab Alatar,
And this is Billy Butts.
and have a good day. Bye.